Hi guys, how you doing? This is Sebastian from TechCentury and welcome to another unboxing and first impressions video here on the channel. Today we're checking out another motorized slider. This is the Micro 2 Plus by Zeapon. So here on the bottom we can actually then open up the box, at least in theory. Yeah, there we go. So there we go, and now the last one. And here we are. So I'm really excited to check out this slider. In terms of price, it retails for around $300, I think, in the US, depending on where you purchase it. And here we can already see the package content. Of course, first up we'll have a quick start guide, or manual I should rather say. It's not really that thin, so here you can see the manuals in different languages as well. So we already have, I think, Italian right here. We have, I think, also German. Yeah, we have German as well. So a couple of different languages, which is always appreciated. So we'll put this to the side and then move on. And there we can already see the slider itself. And I have to say, it looks really nice just from the first impression. So first up, we'll have this little pouch right here with the belt, I assume, and as well as also some tools, and then also the warranty card here on the other side. I'll quickly leave this inside of the box right here, and I'll put this here. Then next up we have what seems like a little carrying pouch here on this side, and also a USB-C charging cable, and I'm always a big fan of USB-C on new devices, so good that they have USB-C and not micro USB like Sony on some cameras these days. So this is really nice to see. And we also have a soft carrying pouch here with the Zeapon logo or branding on top of it as well. So this, of course, nice that we have a bag inside of this box, but of course it's a soft touch bag, so it doesn't really offer much protection for the slider, which is a bit of a shame. But now let's move on to the star of the show, and this, of course, the slider. And I have to say, it's even smaller than I thought. Oh, but it's heavy. Now this feels incredibly solid. Wow, I'm super impressed. I didn't expect that. Like, this is solid metal. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but this is like super solid. It's incredible and has a really good weight to it. So let's move the box here out of the way for a second and put this down. So here we have the slider itself, and again, like, everything that you see right here is aluminum and it's super heavy. Here we also have the controls to move the slider left or right. We also have the QR code for the app right here, and then we have the slider portion of the slider here, and of course we also have the screw right here to attach either like a ball head or straight the camera, but usually a ball head or video head are recommended if you want to use such a slider. Then if we quickly just put these things to the side, then we can really see here again. We also have the Zeapon branding here on the side of this slider, as well as also these feet here at the bottom, which I think are really nice. So let me put this down for a second. But I think, yeah, we can just like fold them out like this, kind of on like on the DJI drones, which I think is great. So we can also just use this slider on a tabletop, which is of course amazing. We can also lock and unlock here these legs as well, and there we go. And then we can really set it up here on a table, and it has a really nice and solid fit on the table, and it doesn't really wobble, and it looks really nice. Now here again we have the controls. Then here on the side we'll have the place for the batteries. Now, as you can see here, there's no battery included inside of the package, so that's definitely something you have to be aware of. It fits the standard Sony NPF batteries, F550, F750 or F950. Fortunately, I have a couple of those lying around, but if you pick up the slider, make sure you also pick up a Sony battery, of course an aftermarket battery that's compatible with these NTF just mount here on this slider as well, because otherwise you won't be able to use it motorized. But now let's actually turn this slider around to show you the other controls. So here on the side of this motor, we'll then see that we have here the remote shutter as well as also the USB-C charging port. Below that we then have the power LED as well as a speed LED or 3 speed LEDs and the power button. But of course, since there is no battery inserted, nothing happens if I press this button, but it's quite tactile, which is nice to see. And then we also have the screw right here, which I think also to remove the motorized portion here of the slider. And that's basically it here for the first impressions. I have to say I'm super impressed. Not quite sure what the weight is, but just from guessing I would say like 3 kilograms, 3.5, not quite sure, but definitely a very, very solid first impression, and I'm super impressed. Looks great, feels very solid, and I can't wait to start using it. And this should also wrap up my unboxing and first impressions here of this Micro 2 Plus slider. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and also let me know if you have any questions that I can either answer in the comments below or also in my full review that's coming soon. Thank you very much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my next video.